What's up, Developing Prospects family? Today we're going to be talking about a baseball approach. It's one of the most important things from all levels of hitting. It's something that every baseball player needs to do, and a lot of kids at the lower levels don't actually understand what an actual baseball hitting approach is. So today we're going to be talking about how to actually figure out what baseball approach you should have and how to implement it into your game. Let's jump right into it. So let's talk about what an actual baseball hitting approach is. A baseball hitting approach is a thought process that you should be taking up to the baseball plate once you go up to your at bat. And what I mean by that is some hitters, their approach when they get up to their at bat is to hit the ball the other way. Some hitters, their approach is to hit the ball at the middle. Some approaches is to pull the baseball, and sometimes the approach changes each at bat depending on the situation that you're in. Sometimes the baseball approach also has to do with the kind of count that you're in as a hitter. And what I mean by that is there's hitters counts and there's pitchers counts. So let's talk about some of the baseball hitters counts. We got 2-0, we got 3-1, we got 3-0, and we also have 3-2 depending on the situation that you're in. And what I mean by that is when you're going up to your at bat and you're in those baseball hitters counts, more often than not, you should know what you're going to be getting. A lot of times it's going to end up being a fastball. Why is that? Because a lot of times those pitchers are behind in the count and they're trying to give you a pitch. That way they don't walk you or they don't put you on base. So as hitters, we have to be ready for those situations, know that we're probably going to get that pitch, and once we do get that pitch, we take advantage of it. When it comes to situational hitting, it's a whole different baseball approach. Some of the baseball approaches that you're going to see is a runner at second base with no outs. Another one is going to be a runner at third base with 1 or 2 outs, depending on the situation. And what I want you guys to realize is with all these situations, there should be different approaches that you take up to your at-bat. So normally for me personally, when I would go up to that bat, I was trying to hit the baseball the other way. So with me doing that, it helped me keep my hands going back the other way. So by the time I got to my contact position, I wasn't getting around the baseball. But as I got to learn more situations when it came to hitting, I realized that sometimes I had to change that approach depending on my pitch count, like I mentioned earlier, or depending on the actual situation that I'm in. And as I mentioned too, each hitter is going to be different. So for me, when there was a runner at third base with 1 out or no outs, I was trying to hit the ball in the air or I was trying to hit the baseball out into the outfield. The reason behind that is because at third base with 1 or no outs, the more often than not, if I hit the baseball in the outfield, I'm going to score that runner from third base. Now, if we put that runner back at second base, we got no outs or 1 out, I'm trying to pull the baseball. And as I said, my approach normally was to hit the baseball the other way. So if I try to pull the baseball, it's because I'm trying to advance that runner from second base to third base. Remember too, depending on the type of hitter you are, depends on your actual approach when it comes to being a baseball player and being a hitter. So as I mentioned earlier, my hitting approach was hitting the baseball the other way. If you're a bigger guy, sometimes your approach may be to pull the baseball. It all depends on, like I said, the type of hitter that you are, and you should know what type of approach that you need that's going to help better your baseball game. If you're a guy that pulls off the baseball a lot, try to use my approach. Try to stay the other way when it comes to hitting. But as I mentioned earlier, there's a ton of baseball approaches and there's a ton of baseball situations that you're going to be in as a hitter. Go on the internet, start Googling these, figure out what type of approach that you're going to need to be taking in the different baseball situations, so when the time comes, you're ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you guys get notified anytime we put out more content. Also, let us know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video today. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope you guys have a good day.